Hello and welcome to all. In today's session, we will see how AI is replacing repetitive QA tasks or future of software testing. So first of all, AI is not replacing QA engineers, but it is replacing repetitive, rule-based or predictable manual tasks. Okay, now if you see the manual testing becomes repetitive when we are executing the same regression test every sprint. Okay, same validation will check are repeated, same bug pattern appear again and again, same test data is created manually. Okay, so as AI, it automates and optimizes these patterns using machine learning, pattern recognition, and predictive analytics. Okay, so now if you see traditional manual QA approach, like tester reads the requirement, like user must log in with valid email and password, and after that tester write a test case with valid login test, invalid password test, empty fields, and invalid email format test. Okay, but as a AI approach, we can use the either ChatGPT or the Copilot or test team. Okay, it analyze the user stories, acceptance criteria, then previous defects. If possible, you can also provide the application UI. Then it automatically generate the positive scenarios, negative scenarios, boundary cases, security edge cases. Okay, so which will save the time. So how we can give the prompt? So we'll just simply mention analyze below login requirement and generate all possible test cases, including boundary and security. Okay, so now in this prompt, if we provide all the requirements, okay, and whatever the things we required, output, okay, if we mention here, AI will generate all the test cases. Okay, and here we can say repetitive task replaced with AI, like writing similar test cases every sprint. Then next, we can use AI in self-healing automation. It's nothing but the locator fixing. Okay, in traditional approach, okay, when we are executing a Selenium, we are identifying the ID, name, XPath, CSS. Okay, so now here, for example, we are clicking on login button using ID. Okay, but if developer changes ID, okay, instead of login btn, okay, if developer mention or change the ID login hyphen button, okay, then definitely obvious our automation script will fail. Okay, and then again either QA needs to update this ID manually. Okay, which is a time consuming. Okay, but through AI based self healing approach, okay, it will analyze the DOM structure, element attribute, historical element behavior. Okay, and if it's found ID got changed, yeah, AI finds same button text, same position, same CSS structure, same behavior, then automatically update the locator. Okay, that means repetitive tasks replaced, fixing broken locators every sprint. Okay, so now when we execute the script, it will not fail if in case ID got changed because of the self-healing approach. The next AI we can use a smart regression test selection. Okay, so now if you see when we need to execute the manual regression, okay, and we need to run every release 500 test cases, like it may be like there are some test cases are irrelevant to current the change. Okay, maybe dev team is not work on that test cases. Okay, it's a kind of a time wasted. Okay, so using AI based, we'll do the risk analysis. Okay, it will code changes. What are the code got changed in Git commits? It will check it. AI will do the analysis. Then impacted modules, historical defects. Okay, then suggest run only 87 impacted test cases instead of 500. Then definitely it saves the our regression time. Okay, and here we can say like if developer change the login API, okay, I skip the payment model. If there is no any relationship between the login and the payment, it will skip it. Okay, that means repeated tasks replaced, running full regression blindly. So it will not execute the full regression blindly. Okay, then next we'll use the AI in test data generation. Okay, so now if you see in manual, if you we need to create a test data, valid email address or invalid email address or boundary length username or special character combination, it's a time consuming and repetitive. Okay, so with the help of AI, we will quickly generate a random but valid test data, edge case strings. Even we can also generate the XSS payloads and the boundary values. Okay, so how will do the prompt? Like generate 20 edge cases password, including the security attack pattern. Okay, that means repeated task replaced and creating a test data manually. Okay. Then we'll also use the AI in regression testing. Okay, like for example, manual UI validation. Okay, so as a QA or tester, we are checking the button alignment, font changes, broken layout. Okay, but using AI visual testing, okay, apply tools. Okay, first, okay, so it will compare pixel by pixel layout changes. Okay, so this is a very like if you see as a manual, this is a very repetitive task. Okay, so using AI, okay, using this tool, we will use this tool and it will replace so manually comparing UI screens, right? Then next, we'll also use AI in log analysis. Okay, so when we execute any flow, if it's got fail or if it is failing because of one of the scenario, then we are as a QA we are checking the log, but it may be like we need to go through the like big number of lines, like 2,000 lines of logs and searching exact error. It's a time wasting. Okay, but using AI log monitoring, okay, it will AI scan the application logs or server logs and identifies the error pattern, anomalies, memory leak, or slow response. So that means using AI, repetitive tasks replaced. Okay, that is nothing but the manual log scanning. Okay, now here you can see the real-time example login model. Okay, so earlier manual QA task was writing test cases, create test data, run regression, fix broken locators, check logs, price bugs. Okay, so it got replaced with AI handles like auto test case generation. We can do it, self-healing locators, risk-based regression, data generation. Okay, so we'll cover all these manual QA tasks through AI. Okay, even smart failure analysis. Okay, then what we'll do, we'll focus on the exploratory testing, business logic validation, edge case thinking. Okay, and we'll do the strategy and the risk analysis. Okay, so this is very important things. Okay, so now here it's because of AI, it saves our lot of task, daily task or repeated tasks, we can say it. Then we'll focus on more on the, we'll increase our domain knowledge or the exploratory testing, we'll do it. We'll identify the business logic validation, edge case, okay, and we'll do the strategy and risk analysis. Okay, so now here you can see AI replaces repetitive, rule-based, pattern-based, predictable task. But AI does not replace the QA's critical thinking, domain knowledge, exploratory testing, business decision validation. Okay, and bottom line, we'll say AI in software testing is shifting QA role from execution focused tester to strategic quality engineer. Okay, so here we are not only executor, but we are also thinking about the strategic quality engineers, or we are giving the quality product. Okay, so this is the way we'll use AI in our repetitive QA task. If in case you have any questions, queries, please let me know. Thank you.